Yeah, exactly.
You can't go to court looking like Sideshow Bob, bro. You gotta at least button up a little bit, bro.
No, I ain't button. This is what I look like. This is what my money look like. You know, with the wheelbarrow and shit like that. I'm like, damn, they trying to get a break. Trying to get a break. So anyway, I got caught up in TSA last year. This next week actually is my anniversary. Oh shit. So that is an option. But the other day I talked to my daughter. Me and my baby mom got like a weird relationship. Like I already ordered her a Mother's Day gift. It's Komodo Dragon. Hopefully she opens it. Like hopefully she opens it. I can get off this child support. I'm like 10,000 a year. That's why I started comedy group. But you know, she just gets on my nerves. My daughter be listening. She listens to Sexy Reds. Like yo, you're like, but she can't watch SpongeBob. That shit don't make sense. So that is an option. But the other day I talked to my daughter. Me and my baby mom got like a weird relationship. Like I already ordered. Bro, that's the one I want to play. But anyway, the other day I trying to put DTO in. Y'all know what DTO is? Big time off. My old lady wanted something. I was trying to go to work. She's a BBW. It's a lot to lift them heavy thighs, man. You know, with the wheelbarrow and shit like that. I'm like, damn, they trying to get a break.
What you said? Can I get a spray?
I was like, can I get a break?
Okay, you get a break. Okay, can I get a break? Because you said you had her in the wheelbarrow asking for a break. They don't understand the traumatizing experiences us brothers have when we have like ab issues, you know, the Charlie horses in our legs, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I did a play off that. Like I thought about it the other day. I was like, man, like, you know how they come up with like excuses of, damn, I'm tired. Damn, can I get it tired too? So it's a play off that, you know what I mean? Like niggas put PTO with their jobs because they tired, they need a break. That's why I came up with that shit, DTO. Take time off.
Depends though. Depends on who need that time off though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do just be needing to chill sometimes though. So sometimes I might go 3-4 times a day on one of them chicken heads though.
So that's why there's a joke off that, man.
I definitely get it though, man. I see you taking the comedy serious.
Yeah, man. I got to I'm going tomorrow, and I was supposed to go Wednesday, but it's my nephew's you know what I mean? It's been 1 year since my nephew's been dead. So I'm going to take care of family business on Wednesday. So
I hear family first.
Family support and I was, you know what I mean, celebrate my nephew's life, you know what I mean? He's been I think 3 or something like that, maybe 3 or something like that. I forgot the age. I got a nephew team. I got so many nieces and nephews. But yeah,
we can dedicate this show to the nephew.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to the nephew.
Shout out to him, man. No takeoff shit, but shout out to him, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, today is, man, the over commercialized Mother's Day. And I be thinking about it, yo. It's not too many Father Day commercials. None of that propaganda. We don't got no commercials of like it could be like a basic Outback commercial. Oh, look, Dad, let's go to Outback. And you see a dad walking to Outback and have a meal with his family and his kids. It's nothing like that for us. I don't even see no commercials in June, nigga.
They took it. Technically, they took our month. Especially they took our money. I ain't even going. They took our money, and then Juneteenth came and took our money. Like they always overlook us.
Yeah, the dad is like that nigga's like an ant or something, like or a peasant. Like Father Day is it's not really regularly celebrated. I don't like you don't even see no like I saw this crazy shit on IG yesterday. I don't know if you be on IG, but you see all the mothers posting crazy shit and oh yeah, it's because of you and all the baby pictures of the kids and shit. Oh yeah, I feel qualified and oh mom this, mom that, nigga get in the NFL. My mom got me here. Nah, nigga, you got here because your dad shot your mom pussy up. You probably got the athletic ability from your dad. To be honest with you, there's some super athletes out here, but you see it every time in the NFL. Oh man, I gotta get my mom a house. What about the dad sacrifice? I mean, you know what I mean? Michael Jackson don't become Michael Jackson without Joe Jackson.
He don't, but at the end of the day,
who taught him the moves? Who taught him how to play the guitar?
If Joe Jackson get mad and shit, man, you know, then he the worst person alive. You feel me?
And that's what I'm saying, man. The glorification of Mother's Day against Father's Day, man. I feel like we don't get respected. I feel like we ain't never gonna get respect, man.
I think I had told you this before how I felt on the respect side of it because I just feel like as men, we gotta take our motherfucking respect back. We the ones who like, you know what I'm saying, give everybody everything. I mean, the whole women's rights, obviously, if the women's were fighting to get their rights, who are they fighting to get their rights from? You know what I'm saying? So technically, we the reason that, you know, a lot of things happen. But we also the reason of our own downfall because I don't know, maybe some of us have grown up and looked at our fathers like, hold on, he was too tough. I ain't gonna be like that. And there was a shift in manhood because now you start seeing this guy being more, I don't want to say feminine, but like more, not even on the gay side, but just on the more like not aggressive. I don't know I wouldn't know what the opposite of not aggressive would be, but just men like being like not as aggressive as we normally are used to seeing men. So therefore, you see that one, then everybody else start being like that, or they saying what they want their man to be like that, and then we just lose our whole touch of, you know, our respect.
And I blame mainly these fake woke feminists. It's a lot of fake women, you know what I mean, feminists out here just to do that, just for clout. I've seen it firsthand with I think it was Cat Williams. He had a new special where he's like, oh, without Harriet Tubman, we still be enslaved. Like it was other niggas that played their parts in black the black movement with civil rights, man. We get so lost with this uplifting the women so much. I think it's just us being raised by women that make us just over inflate women like that. And that's we forget about the great men that help us break the civil rights movement and you know what I mean, stuff like that, man.
I mean, that's the fact. My bad. I hope this shit don't start. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's a fact, man. But it's like, okay. You were saying, say that again. You were saying, like us being raised by women could be part of the reason, and it's a lot of the reason. It's a lot of systematic depression.
No, I'm not saying is that, and also of us being raised by the woman, and we in some kind of ways become like a fake like womanist, you know what I mean, feminist by just being raised by a woman, of course, and how they promote it so much. If you go against that grain, you a sucker pretty much. You know what I mean?
But that's only because Okay, so when you think about it, like a lot of times when motherfuckers is buying CDs and shit, right? Who is buying all the music? Who is the real people buying the music? Like, I mean, I know a lot of females in the hood was like, going to get the bootleg versions, but for the most part, the women is who kept the album sales up. The women and the white folks, right? So that's what motherfuckers was trying to appease to. So when the motherfuckers say something like, "Oh, without these women, and you better respect these women," they know because the woman is actually gonna take the time out to go and look at their shit versus what the man actually gonna do. We not about to sit there and go take the time out to, I don't know, support each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Number one, we start supporting each other too much, motherfuckers gonna start thinking a certain type of way about us, which is something that we have to get over as men too. But I do get it as well because it's like, damn, them niggas private as fuck. They, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But at the same time, it's only because everybody on the outside got those thoughts of them being private, like thinking negative instantly. So we have to change as men and like, I don't know, understand that we don't have to be as aggressive as motherfuckers predict us to be or say that we are. But we also have to understand how much value that we are, regardless of what nobody else understands. Because the appreciation for us is at an all-time low, if you ask me. Or it hasn't never risen and it's just always been low.
And that's why, another thing, I be watching these videos of just little kids being so disrespectful to their dad. Why are you calling me? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Like, I could never ever think about saying half the shit these little kids say to their dad. Like,
you know,
because I know I'm gonna see him.
what you gonna do? Fuck him up, bro?
No, he gonna fuck me up. Like, you know what I mean? Just be openly disrespectful. You know what I mean? I don't care back in the day, even if your pops in the 90s was a
I see.
crackhead
Okay, you talking about how
or
you want
something like that, or wherever, you know what I mean? It's always with some respect, you know what I mean? And somebody going to handle you one way or the other.
Well,
Like,
again, like
that's
that
what I'm
whole
saying.
village,
We don't got
that
that no
whole
more.
that whole village to raise a child thing is real. The problem with the village to raise a child thing is you can't say nothing to nobody's child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm the same way. You ain't gonna talk crazy to my child. I'll talk to him, and I do have to get over that. But there has to be a village for me to get over that, right? So most of the time, motherfucker that's talking crazy to your child ain't even doing shit for theirs. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up. But the only way I see it is that, like, the whole everybody got to be in tune with everybody in order for motherfuckers to start generally understanding what respect is. Like, you got to weed out all the disrespects and then keep all the respect. And after that, it's gonna be that. But it's a lot more disrespect than it is respect. And so you can send your respectful child to school, but by the time they get to school and being around all their friends, they coming home singing some Cardi B shit. You're like, nigga, I ain't never played that a damn my motherfucking life.
That's another thing I couldn't say. I could not sing, like, I couldn't get away with the curses in front of my parents, you know what I mean? At a
See,
young
the
age.
system.
My
This
mom
the way
wasn't
the
playing
system.
that.
This the way the system got it set up, right? After they did all the extra, get the nigga out the house, and then they decided to let us back in. When they let us back in the house, right? They changed the rules, and then they let us back in the house. So they kick us out. They changed the rules, and they let us back in, right? So now the rules are: you gotta listen to them. Mental this, mental health that. Maybe it's depression, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and you like, okay, how do I handle it? I don't know, but you gotta handle it. It's like, okay, so you want me to go to work 8 hours a day. The other 4, you want me to figure out where this child got to go and what this child need to do to make sure that this child ain't going crazy and continue being disrespectful. While cooking, cleaning the house, making sure the bills paid, all this other ass shit. And if I don't, I'm a bad parent.
And you know what back in the day they would have told you, man. That's
Beat that motherfucker ass.
my mom would have told me if I did half the shit, go to, you know what I mean. If I was not, oh, if you feel like that about me, go live with them people. That's what my mom would have told me.
Like, that's what I told mine. Because at
You know
this
what I
point, man,
mean?
that title shit is weird, man.
And
Even with the
that
mothers.
shit and the shit fucked up right now, man. This the overall, man. I saw that video of that brother getting his braids taken out by them kids and stuff, and he got fired for that.
He was supposed to.
You thought he was supposed to?
Hell yeah.
What you thought he was grooming him?
No, man, but that's his person though, right? So I wouldn't want nobody touching and playing with my daughter, right? No, don't play with my daughter. Don't touch on her, don't wrestle with her, don't punch on her, don't play slap her, don't do nothing to my child, especially when I'm in front of her. But when you touch it on this man's hair, you're basically touching him. You may not be touching his skin, but if you pull his hair, that shit, you gonna feel it, right? So you're touching him. And I don't care how cool y'all is, nah.
But I think it's a double standard, man.
No, because even with the females, like don't get it twisted. I'll be like, yeah, my son and back being a grown bitch is definitely gonna be a double standard. But at the same time, I ain't gonna act like it's right either. Though. I would just be like, look at my nigga, he backing him older, like. But at the same time, I'm like, she should be talking.
We come from a different era, though, man. I had a couple times teachers saw me walking, they took me to school. No weird shit happened. I had a coach that used to take me home, a football coach. What's the difference from that and that?
Taking you home and having you touch on them and take down their hair and all that shit, that's two different things, bro. That's
still nowadays I consider it inappropriate, taking a kid home.
I mean, if it's not justified, right? So, and I ain't even gonna say justified, I'm gonna say legalized, right? So it could be justified and they still be like, well, you still didn't have the correct paperwork. But if it's legalized, like, yeah, this is what I do. When your kids come to school after practice, I will drop them off if needed. And that's written in paper, parents signed, everybody good with it. But that's back in the day, you didn't need that. It was just like, hey, drop them off, I'll make sure they get home. Everybody was like, yeah, but then all this bullshit got to happen, all this pedo shit got to happen. And so now it does have to be.
Pedo shit been happening, man.
Well, pedo shit was something that was major until the slaves were free, if you ask me. So, and probably even after that, because niggas wasn't getting arrested for touching on them kids back then either until all them other rules and shit came in. So, I mean, I guess they had to be a certain color. I don't know what rules they had before us. I knew what rules we had. That's the only rules I know.
Because they was sitting in there touching him, leaning against him. What if one of them catch film? I don't know.
So I definitely, when I was going to school, I definitely seen some girls talking to some older men. I never seen them girls talking to no teacher. Maybe that was something I just never was around, or they didn't give me.
Well, a lot of them drug dealers was picking them kids up, man.
Correct.
25
but I would
and
say
up.
this. I would say this though. With dude, when you when you judge a book by its cover, right? It's automatically, oh, that's a nice book, or that's you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you see a movie by its cover and you see guns and you think it's gonna be a lot of shooting and then end up being a love story. He only shot one person or something. Anyway, so with this dude, we all like, okay, he shouldn't have been letting the kids But when you go, or it's okay, they were just taking on his hair. But when you go and do the research, it's one girl on there that's in high school. She got a picture of like she basically sticking her ass out or whatever, and she like, I only like emo boys. And I don't know. I mean, I think you be on TikTok. You were just showing your video on TikTok. So you know how on TikTok they be like, it'd be a video, and then at the video it'll cut out to a whole nother video of somebody who basically like snipped it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So when she put the picture up and said she only like emo boys, it snapped to his video, and he was dressed in emo.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy. So when you judge a book by its cover, you think about some of the shit and you be like, yeah, because I was like, man, they just take down his hair. Like, you know, he probably really good with his kids, you know, like you said, they was just got off a test, nobody wanted to keep working. But then I started thinking about like, no, I wouldn't let my daughters do that. I'll be like, no, don't do that shit no more. I probably wouldn't have took it to court or nothing, but I'll be like, no, don't do that shit no more.
So do you think he should not be allowed to teach ever again for this action?
If it was just this, I'd be like, he should get slapped on the wrist. But after seeing that emo shit, I was like, yeah.
So it was an emo video of this man doing that.
Yeah, so it's a video of a girl who's showing a picture, and she on her picture, on her little readers, whatever that shit that's called, the content, whatever reader, whatever it says emo, I only like emo boys. And then the video snaps over to him, and he got an emo wig on, and he looking all emo and shit. Yeah, go check that shit out. And it's just like,
I didn't see that. I was just looking at the video. I didn't I don't know, man. There's a lot of shit going on, man.
I mean, it's so much that you have to like. We go back to the whole getting the ride from the teachers and from the school and shit. Like this is why they do those type of things because a lot of these motherfuckers be nasty, bro. And in general, man, motherfuckers was doing this shit from the jump. They stopped it. They just said it was against the law. That don't mean motherfuckers. I said they stopped it, but they just said it was against the law. That don't mean motherfuckers will stop it doing it. That just mean motherfuckers was trying not to get caught.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff, man.
I want to see if I can pull this up for you right quick, man. Hold on, man. Because that it is definitely a different type of video, man. Hold on. But yeah, I wouldn't do that though, man. I wouldn't let nobody do that, and I wouldn't do that either. Not no child, man. I might be like, where your mama at or something. Hey, breathing like that for? Am I froze? Oh. Yeah, I can't find that shit, man. A dog over here acting like he fucking with the die though. But yeah, so how you feeling? What you feel like Mother's versus Father's Day? What you feeling?
You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I just feel just overall how things are, and it's the over celebrate, you know what I mean, and glorifying these mothers on, you know, like I said, IG, man. It just see all of them. You know what I noticed though? All of them was on there. There was a lot of them was single mothers. A lot of them was single mothers, gloating. I got this gift right here. I got this gift right here. You know what I mean? So it was that. And like, and coming from a single mother, my mom was not glorify. Oh man, ooh, I'm the most independent bitch in the world, and glorifying that to me. You know what I mean? She did what she had to do because her and my dad didn't work out, but she wasn't celebrating that shit. I don't think if she had social media, you know what I mean? I feel like them people from the born in the 1960s and the 50s, they didn't celebrate dumb shit like that. They was worried about making their money and taking care of the kids. But with these young bitches,
Shit, them niggas was worried about getting home.
yeah, going home, chill out
No,
for
they
a
was
couple
worried
hours.
about getting home, nigga. That shit, the civil rights movement hadn't even started that in the 50s, nigga.
No, I'm just saying the people that born in I'm saying our parents, you know what I
Oh,
mean? Their
okay.
mind wasn't on no dumb shit like that. Even I think if social media was around. Like,
No, it would have. Social media is a major influence, bro. It's major. Like for instance,
you
the
think your
kids have
mom,
been
if she had a computer, she'd been talking about like
hell
digging
yeah.
your dad out? Like,
Yeah,
oh
hell
man,
yeah. Listen, first off,
I don't
Freaknik was crazy. Now back in the 60s, they had their little boom boom rooms and shit. But hear me out though, bro. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Miss Londa, if you like to come on the panel, you can come on the panel.
Hear me out though, man. They was freaky as hell back then. Why you think they had 17, 18 kids and shit? They used to have 12 sisters and shit. 12
I don't
sisters.
think hey boom, I don't think my mom being 40 plus years old was going to no fucking Freaknik, dog.
I think it's a lot of 40-year-olds that's gonna be in this Freaknik video.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a lot of early, not 60. My mom's been 60 years old. Like that shit was in early 90s, you know what I mean? 95, 96. Yeah, that shit, that was for college kids, nigga. But I did watch Freaknik. That shit was a good documentary.
But yeah, no, I think that
But Miss Londa, I don't think there's nothing wrong with celebrating Mother's Day. But I'm saying the propaganda for mothers is not the same level for men who are fathers. That's all I'm saying.
And
Go ahead, Miss.
then
Hello, Miss Londa.
You said what now?
I'm saying how you see all the TV shows, all the commercials, right? Mother's Day, get mom some K's. Take mom here. Take mom there. You don't see nothing in June. June is quiet. Ain't no commercials for the man. That's what I'm saying.
So you know what? My birthday was Friday and then Sunday was Mother's Day. If my kids wouldn't have planned nothing secretly, I would have been sitting here on my computer. That's what I would have much rather have been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I took my grandkids to go see Paw Patrol for my birthday. Planned on coming home and getting on my computer and wish that's what I would have had done because I wouldn't have missed the meeting the next day. So that's not really a big thing to me.
I'm not saying for you, Miss Londa, but I'm saying, do you see? I'm just ask you this: in all your years of living, have you seen a Father's Day commercial? That's all I want to know. Yes or no?
They always, yeah.
I haven't seen one. I've been in the world 32
we get
years.
Father's Day commercials.
I
bro.
never seen.
Yeah, I see they be showing like J.C. Penney commercials or Kohl's commercials where they'll show ties and little shit like that. Fisherman stuff.
I mean, an over dramatic acting, like for them K commercials. Dad, just take Dad to Outback, and you see niggas running to Outback or Texas Road. I don't see nothing like that, Miss Londa.
Because they don't show. That's probably not what a lot of men is into. They show like stuff like what I just said. Like they'll show like they'll show like tool boxes and shit on sale, shit like that.
Hey, see, that's what we talking. That's what we mean, though, right? So, if we get y'all a motherfucking rag, a bucket with some, or a basket with a rag and some dishwashing liquid, we wrong. We trying to live traditional, but you motherfuckers are coming here with a tie or some toolbox.
Y'all looking at it wrong because a lot of men that it's like. A lot of men like having tool sets, and a lot of men want to go out and update their tool set, fishing poles, all that type of stuff. It's not about buying a man a tool set.
I don't need a tool set every year.
That's the shit that y'all like to have. I'm gonna say older men.
No, niggas like to keep tools on deck because niggas might need to fix a bike, fix a tire, you know what I'm saying, screw something in, put something on the wall or something. But what I'm saying is, if you give me a toolbox, you automatically know that means, I'm automatically knowing that means one of these days I'm gonna have to work. If I give you something for Mother's Day, 9 times out of 10, you're either not going to have it later on because you're going to eat it, drink it, or you're going to wear it if it's hair, your makeup, or whatever the case may be, your outfit or something. But you're not going to think about, okay, this present that he got me, I'm going to use it to work later on. Like, never. You're never going to think that.
Some men use tools because they have, car hobbies and shit?
It's still work, though.
But that's their hobby, though. If I was to buy a man a tool set, it's because of something that I seen him like to do. Not because I want him to work. It'll be because he always out there working on cars or doing some shit that he likes to do. That's a hobby. Like I bought somebody a singing fish or some shit one time because he liked to go fishing.
So Miss Londa, I should get my wife a pair of panties because I like pussy.
You're talking about what you like. You supposed to get a person something that they like.
I'm just saying you just. Generalization, men like to work on things, so I can generalize my gift.
No, I'm talking about not working. I'm not looking at working. I'm talking about if I knew a dude that liked to trick cars out and do all this type of stuff, maybe put radios in all of that stuff. If that was a hobby to him, then I would buy him the tools for that, but not because I'm like, here, nigga, because you're gonna be fixing shit around the house. That wouldn't be the concept.
You're gonna fix my refrigerator, nigga.
No, that wouldn't be the reason that I bought it. I'm gonna try to buy somebody something that I know that they probably like. It's something that they like.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Man, so you sitting here, Chelsea. This is if okay. So a lot of women do this. They, how do I say it? They like to make it seem like they don't see what we talking about when we say niggas ain't appreciated. Most times you say most time you say to a woman, men aren't appreciated, they gonna tell you they appreciate them or how much they personally appreciate it, and then they're gonna act like they don't see that niggas ain't appreciated. And I think that's the main thing when we talking about Mother's Day versus Father's Day. Like, ain't nobody out there setting the grill on, putting the grill on and shit for the fathers and shit, because y'all want us to grill.
What? Who? We've gotten together and did grills for the men that's got kids in our family, so I don't know. Move, butt slap.
See, that's what I'm. See, that's that, and you just proved my point right there because I said women like to take it to their personal of what they do and act like they don't see it for other men. Because even though you tell me that y'all did it, ain't nobody did that shit for me, nor have I seen it. That's
Well,
what I'm
I
trying.
don't look into other people's relationships. That's why I can't speak on other people's relationships.
Not a relation. See, okay, so even if we talking to relationships, Father's Day overall just be like Mother's Day. Motherfuckers just do shit for Mother's Day. You go to Mama's house, everybody going to Mama's house. And then on the Father's Day, it's just like drop the presents off or whatever, however it goes. So I guess the relationship would be with the children, the grandmother, the grandfather, the woman. I mean, the relationship with, if you speaking on
how old
relationship
is
like
the
that,
children? Are they still young?
it depends. Like even then, like even the younger ones, like you might get the mom might get a whole car with candies falling out of it or something. You might get a picture of what they think you look like, and they made that picture and said, "Love you, Dad." That's pretty much how you gonna get from them too. Like, nigga, the mom gonna get a car with I don't know all kinds of shit. That bitch gonna light up. Fuck around.
I
Teacher
think
gonna
it's
help her do all
based
that.
on the relationships you have with people. I don't
Hell
know.
no. The teacher be at school.
I had four baby dads, and I can only remember taking one child to buy a thing for their dad. I didn't give a fuck about the rest. So that is what it is.
I don't know. I don't think so. I
And
think
Miss
for me,
Londa, I'm glad you said that because Miss Londa, it is a lot of people. Y'all say this, Miss Londa. I at least would say this from just knowing you for a little bit. You take ownership of your life and you don't blame nobody. This the time I know you. You don't come off as that kind of person, right?
Right.
But it's a lot of people where I see social media wise be really this so disrespectful. Like nobody told you to keep on having them kids with your baby father. Like the social media don't need to see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, I feel like sometimes Mother Day can be a little bit a part of this. I've seen it firsthand where women say, "Oh, Mother's Day's over with, but I got Father's Day next." Bitch, go. Like that is some crazy shit to say that. You know what I mean? I got Mother's Day out next. Next month is Father's Day. I'm gonna be back. Hopefully, my kid make me a card. I don't think you should tell your kid to make you a Father's Day card. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, because it's teaching the child to demean the father. Really,
Especially if you have little girls.
even if the father ain't on nothing, I want the child to find out on their own, not from me.
Yes, and I feel like that is a missing part where mothers tell them, "Oh, don't speak deaf on the baby fathers and let the kids find out who they really are." I feel like that's what we are missing in 2024. Letting the kids
I mean,
figure
some
it
of
out.
these niggas ain't shit though.
That is true.
But
Like
you're not
I
supposed to.
literally,
You ain't
my
supposed to
youngest
bury a
son's
nigga.
father, he literally was not shit. I'm talking about this nigga shows up on his birthday. Literally, ask him what do he want, and got this dude sitting in the window waiting on him to come back with all this shit he done told him he wanted, and he never showed up for 2 more years because he knew I was gonna cuss him smooth the fuck out. So he gave it 2 years before he came around and did something else dumb. He comes and buys him 2 pairs of shoes. Takes 1 pair back because he see that my mom had already bought him some shoes. See, shit like that. But did I tell him, like, see, I told you this is what you... I no, he got to see it for himself.
And I feel like that's what we're missing nowadays because I think overall it teaches kids I'm gonna hate niggas and I'm gonna hate my dad and blah blah blah. Let them find out. I feel like that's why I had to learn for myself, and I asked a couple times, just psychological. I asked my dad one time just to get my grudge from him. You know what I mean? I asked him what happened, and he told me what happened, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's good to get both sides of the story why the relationship didn't work instead of one side of the story. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that's the key, man. And that's why the other day my daughter called me. What I told her, said something to her. She said, "Oh, you're a liar." I said, "I don't play them games." So, like, I don't play them games because I come from that where you gonna respect me regardless. You ain't
Yeah,
gonna.
my daughter put it with her dad one time on the phone. He didn't even live that far from us either. That nigga came through that door. What you say? Say it now. That nigga, she was hiding behind the door. Yeah,
ain't
your
gonna
ass
disrespect
right
me.
now. Guess what I did? Turned around and went in the kitchen.
Okay, number one. Number two, what you think, like maybe an aunt or a cousin or somebody, another female in your family member, how you think they would have felt about it?
About him,
Checking his
I
daughter.
wouldn't have gave a fuck about how they felt. You not finna say nothing to him about what he got to say to his child.
That's
between
key.
me and him. I ain't never allowed that. That's his
key.
fucking child. How you gonna feel some type of, he gave birth to her he didn't give birth, but you know what I'm trying to say. He made her just as well as I did. No, I ain't never allowed that. Don't say shit to
That's
him. He
key.
ain't in the motherfucking wrong.
One thing I'm seeing like a whole ample amount, lot of is motherfuckers turning the other, like acting like they don't see the flaws in their family members and deciding that they're going to agree with the bullshit that their family members pull. So regardless of what your cousin or auntie do, there's no reason for y'all to allow any one of the girls, the younger girls in your family, to walk around and act like y'all while they're teenagers. Like obviously y'all adults, but they shouldn't be wearing the things that y'all wear. They shouldn't think the things that y'all are doing is cool. I feel like they will have to set better examples. But a lot of these parents and shit, what they doing is they letting their daughters be like their friends just as well as they're letting them be like themselves. So
And that's the quick thing I tell them. I tell both my kids, you know what I mean? The one is mine, the one is not biological. I'm not your motherfucking friend. If you don't call me dad today, you better call me Mr. Rod. You better call me Mr. What? But you're not, because title's everything to me. My uncles today, I'm 30-something years old. Them niggas 60-something. I call them uncle, blah, blah, blah. My aunt, da, da, da. I'm not calling them niggas by their first names. Like, I don't get that shit confused.
But you can't get no respect if the respect is gone, bro. The respect
even
is
I don't even fuck with them. I got people I don't fuck with, my family, that my uncles and my aunts. I still call them that, and I wave and I keep on passing.
Like, that's it though. This it though. Like anybody that was born between, I'm gonna say 80,
89, 90.
Yeah, I'm gonna say between if you was born between 80 and I say 90, 80 and 90, 89. Yeah, you're right. Anywhere between 80 and 89, or 89 and 90, anywhere between 80 and 90. That's it. That's the respect. Anything from 91 on, you ain't getting that respect you looking for.
I'm fucking 92. I'm 92, nigga. What the fuck you saying?
Because
I mean, but you branched in with some of the 80s and
I think it's because a lot of them grew up like the ones like from back in our era, right? They feel like they got it so hard. The parents were so strict. I'm not gonna do this to my kids. Mm-hmm. And I see and understand why they was, you know what I'm saying, so strict. You feel me? Because like I look, my daughter would grow out of her clothes, right? I give them to my cousin. We only live like a couple doors down. I look up shit outside on the ground. Like if that had been my daughter, she already know what would have been in store with her. And that's the same when I was growing up. I got my ass whooped. I had to learn how to treat my shit. You better not come in my room and catch nothing down on the ground. The whole motherfucking room getting tore up, and I gotta clean that shit back up and organize it the way she wanted. I used to think it was cruel, but when I got grown and had my own kids, yeah, I understand. Exactly. She worked hard, probably barely had the money to get half the shit she got. So of course she was gonna fuck you up.
And can you call your mom by your first name? Can you call your parents by their first name?
My mom raised me to call her by her name.
Her first name?
But she still, don't get it twisted. It wasn't no disrespect.
Oh yeah, I can't even do that shit to now.
My
Well,
mom
if she
teaches me
raised her,
hard. Yeah, me and my
the-
brothers, we call her by her name, but
right? If
Okay.
she was raised,
but
if
we
she was
already
raised-
knew we was gonna be on our ass. Anything outside of anything disrespectful.
that's
So if you
what's
raised
up.
like that, but if you raised like that, Rod, that's
Yeah,
different. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I to this day I can't.
if
Nah,
if your mom, rest in peace, was like, if she was like, call me my name, Rod, like from
Nah.
baby, you would, bro. I get it, but you wouldn't be able to like comprehend that you're disrespecting her because she's telling you it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't even be disrespect at that point.
Yeah, and I'm saying this, Miss Londa, though, to the 74s and a little later, like these girls be like so comfortable with their mom, bitch this, bitch that.
Yeah, like you wouldn't have never seen that type of. I couldn't get comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Saying any type of nothing, none of them
But
type
then
of words.
you start talking about relationships, right? Because any father that sees his daughter having that type of relationship with his mother, he's either gonna feel like she's a disrespectful bitch or he gonna disrespect her. And so therefore he probably just don't want to be around her because now you see that's where the titles get taken off. Because now if my daughters get to acting like a ratchet ass broad out in the street, what am I supposed to do? Be like, everybody, all y'all out here hoes but her, because that's my daughter. Like, the fuck?
Nigga.
That's my mama. Everybody out here hoes but her, because that's my mama. Like, no, nigga, she a hoe too if she out here with the hoes, my nigga. It's real simple.
Like, and I feel like that because my dad is 70-something years old. My mom, if she was living, she'd be like 60-something, like 63. Like, it's no way. And they came from humble beginnings of multiple kids, you know what I mean, in the house. So their logic of this life is completely different. And my grandma, growing up with my grandma a little bit, you know what I mean, for 10 plus years, and to see how strong she was, and she didn't take a lot of bullshit. You stepped on the couch, you liable to get fucked up. You don't wash your fucking hands, you can get fucked up.
Yeah, all of that.
Like
all of that.
It ain't no running in and out the house, letting flies in and shit like that. You know what I mean? My grandma was Putin. She didn't take no shorts, nigga.
Like if iPads had have been when I was growing up and my mom would have spent that type of money on an iPad and she walked in and seen it thrown on the floor, like, man, I'm telling you, I wouldn't have been able to sit down. They spend all this money on these kids and they don't teach them to value what they have. And it's not even really the kids' fault, it's the parents' fault because they're not teaching them to value anything. They making them feel like they just supposed to have it.
And you gotta add on, if it's on the floor and they take it, you probably won't get it back until you're able to buy it.
Exactly.
Now they gonna replace it. They gonna and you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. So when nigga didn't have a couple dollars and shit, right? I ain't know nothing about insurance and shit. So I'm like, why the fuck this motherfucker breaks something? Y'all niggas go fix that shit again, but they just paying like $20-$30 to get the shit replaced and shit. But I'm just sitting here thinking they rebuying this shit. Like, this motherfucker spend all this extra ass money and shit. But I find out about insurance.
And,
so
you know what I mean? And niggas just grew up different. You know what I mean? Some niggas had to share rooms, boom.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I had to share a room with my older sister,
I was the
nigga.
only girl.
I had to share a room with my older sister, nigga. My sister's 9 years older than me, nigga. We had bunk beds, nigga.
Oh, I bet that was some bad nights.
What? Try go in the living room. I got company. You know what I mean? On some sneaky shit. Mom come in there blazing gun. Oh no, I'm faking sleep, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm faking sleep, nigga. So it's just a different time, man. And I feel like I'm probably the last of the 90s and the early 90s. I feel like we had some responsibility.
You know what gets under my skin? Like we'll go grocery shopping and I'll see my daughter talking about I don't know, my baby just don't do all these. What the fuck is you talking about? How the fuck can she say what she do or don't do? What money she got?
Yeah, I can't. We didn't get the chance, Miss Londa, man. I told my son this all the time. I told my girl this all the time. I didn't have no fucking food options. I didn't have no dietary options.
And you
Like-
ate what was cooked. You ate what was cooked for real.
Yes. Man, they'll bring them kids over here, and these kids be wanting Burger King and McDonald's and don't want to eat nothing else but
Pizza
that.
rolls and noodles.
And get an attitude with you now. And back in the day, man, my grandma used to always tell me this. If you don't want to fucking eat it, you can wait till your motherfucking mom coming.
That's so mine.
Straight up. Straight
Hey,
up.
My
If you
grandma
get smart, she gonna smack the shit out of you.
My grandma was exactly like that, but I do remember. She was like a little bit lenient because they killed the turtle off the side of a road. Look, they killed the turtle off the side of the road. They found the turtle, killed it, and I told her I wasn't eating that. Like, that's over. I'm not eating that. And she made me something else. She didn't make me eat the turtle.
My grandma used to eat muskrat. Boom. Google muskrat.
You ate muskrat, my nigga.
Fuck no, I didn't eat it. I ate some lemon cookies.
Wait till my mama came home.
Fuck that. Like, they had muskrat, all kind of country shit my grandma used to make. You know what I mean? But
How long did she live? Because you know what? As much as bad as they say pork is,
80s, late 80s. I think she died in like 2010.
as bad as they say pork is, they living longer than nothing.
Grandma cleaned all the chillings out, had them bitches soaking, clean all the shit out of it.
They cleaned that
Clip
bitch.
them
They
bitches
was where
up.
the chocolates was at. It was still
Oh
living
man,
long.
I'm telling you, my grandma. I told my aunts and my uncles all this all the time. If my grandma could have had made a restaurant, she put niggas out of business, man. I think she could have been like, what's that that lady name? What's her name? Oh, what's her name?
Chef Carmen?
No, that woman cook. Sweetie
Huh?
Pie. Sweetie Pie.
Sweetie Pie.
Mars the desserts, and she can make pound cake, all kind of shit. Grandma, she had 13 kids, so you only can imagine all the cooking she used to cut this this potato salad. She used to cut them sweet pickles, Miss Londa. Them bitches would not even look like they was in there, man. Our grandma, I'm telling you, grandma used to cook and have kids. That's all she used to do. God rest her soul.
And you don't think she's supposed to have an amazing Mother Day with a Kay's Jeweler commercial?
Right.
I'm telling you, you know what I mean?
Them the mothers that you know what I'm saying.
There ain't too many of those left no more, though. That's a dying breed, though, man.
Yeah.
We can't celebrate them all, boom. It is some fucked up ones out here, man. So we can't celebrate them all, man.
That's what I was trying to say
earlier. It's like the Hall of Fame. You can't let everybody in there.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If social media would have hit in the 1900s before the civil rights movement, we'd still be in slavery, my nigga. Number one. No, we probably would have went back. I don't know. We wouldn't have got no rights though, and if we did, we definitely wouldn't get no power. Because I'm just saying, like, we wouldn't have been able to get on that shit.
Sure wouldn't have.
Nah, and I feel like this, man.
They would have been so far advanced over us today, Rod. We'll be happy to get the McDonald's jobs today. Nigga, I work at Burger King, nigga. For real, no disrespect to them. I'm just saying though.
But they picked I'm saying this, man. I believe not even civil rights, but slavery in general. They picked the right niggas that grab on the boat, man. I don't think they picked the toughest niggas, man, out of Africa.
They did pick the toughest.
I don't think so, man, because I don't think them niggas went without
So
I think they picked the gullible niggas they saw, you know what I mean, just and grabbed them niggas. I don't feel like they grabbed no fucking Black Panther type of niggas.
I don't care. I don't consider myself like the toughest nigga. You know, I'm gonna defend my family by any means necessary, and I'm gonna defend myself by any means necessary, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and say the person that I am now, knowing what I know, what they could do to my family back then, and then watching them take like one of the most brolic niggas, one of our leaders, and tie him to a horse and rip him in half. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be like.
No, I'm just saying get them out the country of Africa, nigga. I'm saying
they got the toughest niggas, bro. It was just that when the brain, nigga, if you see some shit like that, bro, the brain be like fight or flight, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
That's why I'm trying to do my white Tubi movie with my white slavery movie, because I think it's going to be one of the greatest movies.
Have you watched the Book of Clarence?
No, I didn't see that.
Gotta go see that. You gotta watch that shit. It's on Netflix.
I want to put I'm wanting Leonardo DiCaprio to play a slave.
No. I think it's stupid, nah.
George Clooney plays a white slave. You get all the powerful white people to play slaves, and I want like Morgan Freeman and Denzel to be like the slave niggas to go grab the whiteys and put them on on the ship. I think it's gonna be a great movie, man. I need like
It's gonna be a great parody for sure.
I need like at least about like 500 mil just to get all them good actors. You know what I mean? You can't do a Tubi whiteys for that.
Them niggas only be like 200,000-300,000 for a movie, bro. They don't be that much.
You know what I mean?
It's
I
gonna be
need
like
them.
Denzel or somebody. So.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? Shout out to anybody want me to be in a Tubi movie. I want to be in a Tubi movie. That's my ultimate goal, to be the low budget Denzel, man. I'm trying to get it up there. I like the Plug Lug movie. That's my favorite Tubi movie.
Nah, man, y'all gotta go check out that. Have you seen that Book of Clarence, Miss London?
Nuh-uh. It's on Tubi.
No, it's on Netflix. But if y'all need a free way to watch it, I got y'all.
I got Netflix. I don't got cable no more, man. I feel like cable died in the early 2000s, man. When these Fire Stick came out,
a cable bill since I want to say 2014. I think it was. Yeah, I think I was with DirecTV, and for the first 2 years it was like $75 a month or something like that.
When the
2 years was up, I tried to switch to a different package and then try to do like the add-ons, and they wouldn't let me, and it was the main channels that I watch. So that's when I just started fucking with the apps.
And you know how they do that, right?
What?
So they do the packages on the higher TVs because of the people that watch the more channels. So if ESPN was like a lower watch channel, they'd put it on the regular package. But since it's a higher one, they know it. They might put it over there with a whole bunch of bullshit just so you will buy it. Like they corny for that shit. That's why niggas be out here freeing that shit.
Miss Lana, I have a question for you too, man. I was looking. I know you watch social media. How do you feel about a woman openly say this? She never loved a man and they have multiple kids with him. Does that make sense to you?
Hell yeah. My bad.
Damn, we just had this conversation with my son yesterday.
Shawnee O'Neal said that. Oh, you know what I mean? On
yeah,
social
he
media.
said Shawnee O'Neal. Yeah, I mean,
does that make sense?
You can love a man, but not be in love with him.
But why would you keep on having kids with a person? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ain't that weird to you?
They don't know how to use condoms. That's all I can see from it. Other than that, like motherfuckers be fucking and don't be, liking each other and just keep getting pregnant and shit. And it don't have nothing to do.
Did she say she didn't love him, or did she say she wasn't in love with him?
She was never in love with him.
Right. So you can love a person and not be in love with him. That's possible.
I think it was in love or love. I don't know. I think it might have been love. I
don't know. If you were in love with somebody, you definitely love them. So it probably was just love.
I never said I never been in love before. I love, like I said, love people, but I feel like you don't really know yourself till you get a little older. You know
what's in love?
Like that.
Head over heels. You're my
butterflies.
Head over heels.
And
you don't want to not be without this person at no time. Like that's what in love is. That's all you
lost
think
about. Without you.
Y'all ever been in love? You ain't ever been in love, Miss Londa?
Yeah.
It was
that's why I know the difference.
5 minutes. Was you calling his phone every 5 minutes?
Probably. Nigga, where you at?
Oh no, yeah. She said she never really loved him. That's what she meant. So I didn't say in love. So she never really loved him.
Well, damn, because she had a lot of kids by him.
And I find it fucked up, be honest with you, Miss Londa, because he adopted her son that was not even his.
Which one?
The one named Miles. You know what I mean? He adopted her. You know what I mean? Adopted him and raised him as, you know what I mean? Raised that kid as his. And you just say you never loved him. That's sick to me.
He's supposed to. She's so.
So you don't think she cared about him though either?
I don't know. That sound like that kind of get me. If I was her husband, really. I'm like her new husband. I was like, damn, if you felt like that about him and you had kids with him, do you really love me?
Probably. She probably got what she wanted. Like, listen, some motherfuckers do for what's best at the moment.
That's crazy. So that
It
makes you
is.
no better than
But-
Amber Rose.
I would say this though. Is he genuinely taking the child in for adoption because he loved the child, or is he doing it because he loved her? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's like, oh, I feel stupid. I should have never did it for the child. Okay, well, then you never loved the child, so you should have never did it anyways, regardless if she's gonna be with you or not. You know what I'm saying? So it do depends on what everybody's mindset is. So I don't think she's supposed to be in love with anybody because they in love with the child. I just don't, God. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have a woman and she has a child that, and me and that child make some type of relationship, and me and her stop talking, I'm not gonna stop talking to the child. I mean, unless it's just like awkward, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop talking to the child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? What you need? Oh, you need 20 for the movies? Here you go, man. Don't do nothing stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I stop talking to the child? Like, you know, so
I'm not really saying that. I'm saying
I know you're not saying stop talking to the child, but you're saying she should love him because he's willing or he's doing things that she should love, and he's.
But
a good
I'm
man.
just saying that for him being a good man. A lot of niggas ain't doing that, boom.
That don't mean you gotta love him.
Oh.
Listen, he might not knock her back like she like, but at the same time, or he might only knock her back.
Why keep on having kids with
That's what I was
somebody?
about to say. He might knock her back like she like, but at the same time, he don't cut his toenails.
I feel like though her making that statement, I feel like it was coming from a place of being ornery or something, because I just can't see you having all those kids by that man and not even loving him. Not even just being in love with him, but not loving him. She had to love him at some point.
That's a lot of kids, Miss Londa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then, like, when I was watching her on Basketball Wives, if she didn't ever love that man, her feelings wouldn't have been hurt when they tried to say that one of her friends slept with him. Like, you don't love somebody, you don't give a fuck about him, you don't give a fuck.
I mean, that's still disrespect.
It is, but come on, like, it ain't gonna bother you like that though.
If it's my listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a jealous man. If I find out my woman is messing with another man, dog, I'm probably not gonna do nothing but leave. If I find out it's one of my homeboys, I'm probably gonna fuck both of them up. Really. So I don't know if she if it's my friend, like, you know, I might have an issue with that though. For real. I know I'm gonna have an issue with my homeboy.
But you only have those emotions when you care, though. That's what I'm saying.
Even if I don't care about it, it's my baby mama, you my homie. What the fuck? It's very simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if me and her we ain't about to do shit else, nigga. What you about to be laid up under my kids too, nigga? You about to teach my kids now, nigga? What the fuck is we doing, dog?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, man, I just feel like it was not needed for you to say that shit, man. I feel like you don't gain nothing from that, and I feel like you look silly letting the white people know and the media know that you said you never loved them. You look like a bozo for having that many kids with somebody saying that. You make yourself look like a prostitute, pretty much, to me.
She didn't make herself look like no damn prostitute.
I'm just saying, what's the difference from? I'm just saying, you having all them kids and
you feel like you got played. That's what you saying. You saying that a good man got played again. That's what you saying.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
We're not finna say he a good man either.
I'm just saying you look silly that keep on having kids with somebody you never loved them. So you pretty much telling the kids you didn't come out of love, you just came out of fuck.
Maybe she ain't want 15 baby daddies.
I'm just saying that's what you telling your kids. Your dad just dropped the right load that night.
Maybe she's like, all right, I'm gonna have this many kids with this nigga. That way I ain't gotta worry about
I'm
no
just
more.
saying I'm just saying if that was my mom, I'm like, damn, was that needed?
No, I feel like it had something to do with their relationship. That's what I really feel.
And she don't want to feel played if everything come out.
And you a first lady now. You just talking goofy, and you a first lady of a church.
So if
that's
it come
her
out,
past.
If it come out that he was cheating on her, doing all this extra,
it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
No, I'm just saying if it comes out, she already like in position to be like, well, I already said I wasn't in love with him anyways. I never loved him. So whatever y'all trying to talk about now don't matter.
She wouldn't be worth 35 million if it wasn't about Shaq. It wouldn't be no It wouldn't be no basketball wife if she was not married to a basketball player, man.
Oh, she said she never. This is Shaq's ex-wife or Shaq's wife?
Shaq's ex-wife.
Man, I'm done with them niggas.
I'm just saying, you know, like it's just overall.
We know what the fuck that was, though. Come on, man. Listen, you talking about right? Doug, I'm thinking, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm thinking some rapper. When she said housewives, I'm thinking like maybe some rapper nigga, maybe some producer nigga. We're talking about basketball players, bro. Man, any sports nigga.
Bro, I'm just saying this shit happen in the streets all the time, though, nigga.
If that nigga wasn't with if that nigga wasn't with that woman when they first started, like childhood, being from the same hood or something like that, 9 times out of 10 she with him because he got some money, bro. She ain't about to do.
That's simple math. I'm just saying that's simple math.
What you saying? Like
I'm just saying, even the local boys who making some moves, he get jammed up with kids all the time because he got the nicest car. But
I'm willing to bet Shaq knew why she was with. Listen, first off, we talking about Shaq. This nigga 7 foot, 300 pounds. Strip away the basketball and accolades, bro. He might still win only on the security side. Motherfucker, female gonna feel more secure with him and shit like. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't about to be like this to find it. This look at him. He look very. You know, she ain't about to show him off like that. This is a big gargantuan giant. Like, bro, she's with him because he played basketball. She had all these fucking kids with him because he played basketball. She may not have been in love with him, bro. There's a big chance that she may not have been in love with him.
You don't find that is messed up to do than trap a nigga like that?
No, that's first off, nigga. You should know.
How the fuck she trap him when he made how many kids with her?
I'm just saying it's some entrapment, Miss Londa.
It's not
trapped it with the life. You want my life.
She was.
You want my life. That's what you're telling me. If you never
well, he was happy to give it to her because he kept getting her pregnant.
Though, Miss Londa, you don't see nothing wrong with that.
First off, them basketball player niggas don't be giving a fuck, bro. They make like
I'm not saying
a game. They blow that shit a game.
I'm not so that's okay for somebody to sell their body just to have a come up.
She ain't selling her body.
She ain't selling her body. That's what he listen. I'm pretty.
Kids are security, nigga.
What you need, baby? What you need, baby? Hey, the black card under the pillow, baby. Do whatever you want, baby. That's not selling her body. I'm sure he was giving her every.
He was probably wooing the fuck out of her. If you wooing me and giving me this and giving me that, yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Not to mention, she's silly. You silly, Miss Londa. I had to think about what you were saying.
So, Miss Londa, you waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning and make a sandwich?
No.
She said.
The answer still no.
She is. Oh, she saving face right now. She gonna get the fuck up. She $20 million. This nigga got 100, 200 million, and that's her woman. And Londa is her woman. His woman. Yeah, she getting the fuck up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
I never really heard like nothing bad, like other than I know he cheated because I think that's why they broke up or something or divorced or something. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I kind of thought I heard that there might have been some domestic abuse, but don't hold me to that. But for the most part, it never seemed like there was never no issue with them and their kids. Like they co-parented pretty well.
But Miss Londa, what about the other situations, man? I talked about this earlier too, man. I heard that, you know what I mean? I was watching Club Shay Shay. I talked about this on the night shift later tonight. Gary Owens came out and said he still don't got a relationship with his kids because of divorce. Do you feel like a divorce should stop a relationship for somebody having a relationship with their kids?
No. Parents need to be more they need to think about the kids more. They be thinking about themselves and being their own feelings.
And I feel like if you cheat on somebody's mom, don't mean the nigga cheating on the kids. I don't think that should hurt the relationship. A man cheating on their wife, man.
Depends. It all depends. That's all subjective.
Depends on what.
What if the mom cheat? It's still gonna be same love for the mom.
So if the kids have an open eye and the parents is open in they whole relationship as far as with the kids, what's going on in the house, I do think the kids probably should choose a side if one of them is wrong. Because if I'm out here buying pussy and my wife is at home giving me everything that I want and ask for, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning making sandwiches, my kids probably won't want to talk to me either, and vice
But
versa.
that's the kid's decision. Ain't you asking like if the parent was keeping the kid away from the other parent?
No, she not. Her kid is grown. His kids,
His kid's
he
grown, so
yeah, they just
so
ain't fucking with him.
I feel like that is a crazy problem because at the end of the day, he still provided for you as as the father. That your mom relationship with him does not have a problem. It shouldn't be a problem with that. It's a totally separate relationship.
So it had to do with the way
you
they
ain't gonna
was
do my
raised.
mama
Though.
wrong, nigga. If my mom, you ain't like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You not doing my mama wrong, nigga.
If he ain't punching her lights the fuck out, what's the like? I
That's
don't
cool, but
understand
at the
it,
same
man.
time,
So when they divorced, was the kids grown or was they kids?
yeah,
Them niggas grown.
So then it had to do with the household and how it was in the household. It had to, because even if they could be mad that, yeah, dad did mom wrong, and they, you know what I'm saying, just automatically take a side, it was something, it was the way they was raised. This has always been going on. That's why they're doing it. Now, if it was just a situation where they just like, you did mom wrong, I'm upset, and they expressed that to him, but they could still have a relationship, somewhere along the line that didn't get taught.
I think this is fresh. So I think that they just going through the motions right now as far as the whole.
It's
Gary
been like
Owen
3
thing.
years, nigga. All that shit fresh.
That's still, bro. 3 years compared to 15 is like, or 16 or 20, or you know what I'm saying? That shit is fresh, bro. Number one, you gotta go you starting a whole new life, and you only started it with 3 years of like this bullshit, like, and then every picture that you see, every time you walk down the street, you thinking of what y'all was doing in them first 20 years and shit. So that's fresh. I don't know. That's fresh. Every show you watched, every season they come out a different year. I used to watch this with my dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit be pissing you off, reminding you of shit. So I get it if the mom was right. I don't know why they broke up or why he was cheating. You know, a lot of times they say you get married, you can't even fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't be letting you fucking shit. I don't know how that works because I ain't never been married, but I don't know what was going on to why he was doing what he was doing. And I don't know if she was doing anything to make him do what he was doing. But I think that the kids, they'll get over it eventually. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you knew your dad was out here buying fucking prostitutes and shit, you gonna be like, that's cool because my dad's still gonna take me to the game. Or
I
he's still gonna buy
bought
me
something
a
before,
Xbox.
man. What the fuck you talking about?
You said what?
I bought something before.
That's cool, but I'm saying though, your dad married to your mom. You did it while you was married.
Yeah, what the fuck you talking about?
That's why I won't get married, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
And
My
then you
first
gotta
situation.
think too, when it comes to the white families though, that marriage stuff is very sacred. So if they're raising their kids to understand that marriage is sacred, and if the dad was indeed the one who messed up the marriage, then that plays a part in it. Because they're like, Dad, you ruined the family. So you know what I'm saying? You have to think about the difference in raising.
Gary Owens, you did the right situation. You created some more kids. Fuck them kids, man. Live your life, man.
I always thought I used to think Gary Owens was a culture vulture. I still do, to a certain extent.
I don't know about that, man. It's been a lot of comedians, white comedians that came from that. It was a nigga. I forgot the name of him. He was in a lot of black low budget movies. He was a comedian. I forgot the nigga's name. He was a cracker. What was his name, man? Fuck. But anyway, man, he was. I feel like it's
The one that
always.
was the mailman on Friday at the Knicks.
Nah, I forgot his name.
He was like the
Tommy
Cucamonga
Davidson?
Killers. Oh,
Huh?
Oh, you said he was a white man. My bad.
Yeah.
the white boy that remember when he answered the door, and he was like, "Oh, I ain't expect you." I think his name was Bill or something.
Yeah, he might be. I don't know.
I think he's Jewish though, but go ahead.
But yeah, man, I don't know. He's a culture vulture. I think that's who he is, man. I feel like sometimes white people don't be accepted by white people, and
True.
that does happen.
True.
And sometimes people just like the culture. I know a couple Wiggins in my time, man.
It just seemed like he got the black girl pregnant, bro. And then after that, that was like a lot of his like reasons for being able to go to the cookout. I'm excited I can go to the cookout now. Like all his jokes was like directed towards like being black. And that crushed me. Like, and it was like a lot of his white. He had white jokes. Don't get it twisted. He got a few white jokes, and he'll crack on with white people. This is why I like being on the black side. That's how it always go. Like he'll say something about the white people, but then refer to why he like being over here or just his whole black side. Like he just ain't even a part of that side. Like he over here. This is where he at. This is where he part of. This is where he at. He good. And that just I don't know. That just never felt right with me. Like I felt like you, if anything, you should be trying to bring everybody together. That's what I feel. More than just over here.
I think that's
subjective because I could be totally wrong.
I feel like it's a lot of them that don't be accepted by, like I said.
It's hard to accept them motherfuckers.
Huh?
It's hard to accept them. I don't give a fuck if they grew up in the hood or not. It's still hard to accept them. Even the ones that grew up in the hood that finally got accepted, you think they ain't go through shit with us? Nigga, we was definitely picking on them niggas like shit. All right, little white boy. Little white ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, all kinds of shit. We was picking on the white boys like, but
So is it
the ones that didn't win.
do y'all guys think is a difference in accepting them and being inferior of them?
Hell yeah. Major difference.
I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, because like I've gone through like different like little like events, right? Like, okay, for instance, like went to this one event that the grant lady that I be working with, right? She told us to come there and say we was gonna do our pitch. When I walked in there and I saw nothing but white people, I instantly was like, no, I didn't want to do my pitch. I felt inferior. And then even though she put me on the spot and had me do it anyway, I felt even dumber after I did it. Like, I just don't understand. Like, so, I always feel like I don't have what it takes to stand next.
Don't do that to yourself. Let me ask you this question. What if you went and stood in front of a whole bunch of Hispanics and had to do the same thing, but it was just a Hispanic culture instead? Would you feel more comfortable?
I don't think so, honestly.
But you don't know until that actually happens. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to say this to you. I don't think that you should have felt like you wasn't you were inferior to them, or you know they were better than you, and you should have just more or less felt out of place because it was just around a whole bunch of white people. Everybody feel like that. You get around a whole bunch of white people, you're gonna feel out of place. But that's
no, like if it had just been like a regular event, like you know, where it's just I just came here, yeah, but I didn't have to speak pretty much on an educational level. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I give my pitch, the whole fucking room quiet. Now I feel dumb about what I stood up there and said. You know what I'm saying? No,
you don't feel dumb. Say that shit. Because one thing for sure, they ain't gonna understand you because they definitely don't understand where the fuck you coming from because they ain't been in that position. But that's cool because that's for them to go and do their homework, right? Give them all everything you said. They can go sit back and analyze it and understand it. Anybody else understand it that's in your culture. So make them understand it. You got a room and all the white folks about to set up so you can talk. Make them understand where you're coming from. Even if you feel a certain way, fuck that. Make them understand where you're coming from. Close your motherfucking eyes. Imagine you talking to some black folks and make them just understand where you're coming from if you got that floored, because a lot of us don't even get the microphone, Miss Londa. So you already doing something, which puts you in a higher educated level than a lot of us. Because I ain't never even been in a position to talk to a crowd of white folks. So you already doing more than most, is what I'm trying to say. So you get that chance, man. Close your eyes and say what the fuck you got to say to them folks. For real. That's my advice. That's my advice.
Thank you.
All I gotta say is, man, fuck them. But anyway,
hey, and real quick before you get
but what I gotta say this, man, we all got a little white in us. We got a little speck of white in us. They can't say no to them big old titties and them big asses and them big lips. Yo, I watched that Bob Marley movie before you get out of here. Before you gotta say what you gotta say. Yo, I didn't know Bob got a little white in him. I didn't know that until I watched that movie. It said his dad was white.
Was that the Who Shot the Sheriff movie?
No, One Love. This was a One Love movie. I watched it on Prime. But go ahead and say what you got to say, man. Before
No, I was just gonna say, man, when you were saying like the whole white situation, man, I was just gonna say the whole Book of Clarence, like that movie is like it's kind of funny and shit. They got the one dude, can't remember his name. It's kind of funny or whatever, man. But it's like it basically show a whole nother side, right? So when they give us this whole Jesus in church shit, you know, they only give us the story about Jesus. They don't give us what's going on that was happening around Jesus, all the niggas that was trying to make shit happen. And so pretty much this is a nigga. When y'all go watch this shit, bro, this is the dude. He pretty much was the nigga who was trying to make shit happen during the time of Jesus trying to change the world and shit, bro. It's crazy, man. Go watch that shit though, man. It's just it show you even put white Jesus in there, like how the fuck he got a part of this shit, like bro. It's a crazy movie, man. But that whole white versus black thing right now, bro, the whole inferior and understanding what's going on and how they just got control, so they make it seem like they got the power, but in actuality, it's always been us. That's what we got to do, man. The whole fathers, the whole men thing. It's always been us. That's what we got to just really get back to. Not the traditions of women just being in the kitchen and shit. I'm not saying bring back like old traditions and shit, but I'm just saying like in order for us to get our motherfucking respect, we definitely have to.
But I personally I didn't see racism till I moved off the East Coast, and when I moved to Tennessee, that they let it be known they're not these coward ones like on the East Coast. They let it be known that they don't like.
The coward ones was the one that rolled past like nigger.
Yeah, them motherfuckers gonna tell it to you in your face.
The ones down in Tennessee gonna be like, get on my face, nigger.
No, they don't call you a coon and
okay.
Like they let you play with your kids and they be cooking like ribs and shit. Like, oh, y'all ain't gonna eat with us. Go ahead, boys. You know what I mean? They gonna let it be known what it is, and I appreciate upfront racist. I don't like the fake ones.
I don't like the subliminal ones.
Yeah, let me know what it
about
is.
The ones with the jokes?
Yeah, I want the nigga to let me know where I lie.
You like
the ones with the jokes? I know how to joan too, so we gonna be joning back and forth.
But yeah, you know what I mean? That's where I found out what it really is. When you go down south and you see slave houses still, you see where that shit was going. You go down to Mississippi, you see them cornfields, and you tell your old lady, "And let me get some head real quick." By the cornfield from my ancestors.
Oh my God.
Man, you don't think that'd be romantic?
So, you ever ate a hush puppy?
Oh yeah, that was a slave. That's kept them dogs off you. Yeah, them hush puppies.
So you think that if I'm fucking by the Mississippi River or something, and I decide to get some neck, that I ain't gonna think about my ancestors crossing this bitch trying to get away from these motherfuckers trying to kill them, and I'm sitting here getting some neck?
Yeah, man. But it's gonna feel like the spirits. Somebody might be whistling at you, the wind. Like, I did this for you.
So what if you sitting where one of your ancestors got caught? You got their ass whooped, and you sitting right there getting some neck.
I'm still gonna get my nut off.
Lord, please forgive this man.
You know what I mean? That's why I knew they took that bondage shit from our ancestors, because we got bondage. You know what I mean? With the ropes. That's where they got that bondage shit from. You really think about it, man. And when I play hangman, hey boom, you know when I play hangman with somebody, you know, you put the hangman, somebody lose, I put the white eye around it and I make it a white person.
Put some hair on this.
Put some hair on his chest and all kind of shit. Yeah, I got you one of your persons.
Don't get me started, man. We'll be here a whole another 2 hours.
But man, let the people know all your whoever want to go first. Let the people know your socials, what's going on with y'all. before I get out of here, man.
For right now, y'all can just follow me on Instagram. I'm on a pause for the moment.
Okay, on the pause.
On pause. Queen Talk TV is coming up for y'all. And you said they told you they flagged the beat that I sent you?
Yeah, because I was like, the person who was supposed to make the song for the show ain't never get back to me. So I was like, well, let me use this for my intro, since every time I get like an intro song off of like Canva or something like that, they always say it's copyright. So I'm like, I'm good with this one. And I got an email talking about it was flagged. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's why I
You
use
might be on
YouTube
your-
only copy-free beats. I use all
He
the
made
YouTube.
it though.
I made the beat off my Fruity Loops app. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
I have it right here on this computer that I'm looking
oh,
at y'all
man.
on. I made the beat and sent it to her.
Damn. Yeah, YouTube's getting different.
I ain't uploaded to nothing. I ain't. The only thing I did was send it to her. Like, the only thing that is saved on my computer, and then I sent it to her through Facebook. That's it.
And what did YouTube say, Miss Londa?
She said
Let me
she
pull
couldn't.
it
It
up.
was copyrighted. But what I'm thinking is, which they probably shouldn't, because it don't have no words in it. But what I'm thinking is, the only reason
No,
why
it's
they
just
would
a
say that
beat.
is, yeah. So the only thing I'm thinking is, they just saying that it may not be played, because I know like sometimes like when I share something and they got some music on it, it'd be like this won't be played in certain countries, but that's it. It don't be like we taking it down or you can't use this. But I'll tell you this now, whatever, like I told you before, whatever information you need, or if you want me to send you like a little video of it, I can send you that. You can send it to them. But I know YouTube, they just be trying to get rid of everybody, man. I heard about that. That's a whole nother story.
I
Anyway,
was just I think I was just watching a video or somewhere somebody was saying like YouTube kind of do stuff like if they like the like one of the popular influencers that got like big numbers, I guess they kind of like run them through, but if you kind of like in the lower bracket, then they kind of do shit like that or whatever, leave you in the yellow. I don't even turn my monetization button on, honestly, because
yeah,
I always figure like they're gonna say this is a copyright or you didn't cuss too much and all this other type of stuff.
because
So
they
I
got to
don't
pay
even
so
turn
many
it on.
people for that shit. And I was just talking to this girl who said she didn't say she had like 16, 17,000 followers or whatever. Right now she do on her Instagram page, but she was like her other page, she had 20,000 followers and she lost that page. Somebody hacked it or did something. And she said they told them that she didn't even have enough followers pretty much for them to like research what was going on. She pretty much would have had to start a whole new page. And that's what
Yeah,
she did. So it's like they 20. So my shit, I know if I had that problem, like what I was telling you about the my shit getting hacked, them niggas not about to get back to me. I only got 400, 500 followers. Now they going, nigga, you better start a new page, try again, nigga. Stop, say for you.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
That is crazy.
So they might just flag your shit just to keep flagging your shit. Then they're not gonna research it because you don't got enough followers, or if you ain't got 500, 100,000, whatever followers, yeah, get you up out of here. Go ahead and start again. Try again.
That's why a lot of people is moving to Twitch and Patreon
Mm-hmm. And Kick,
and Rumble.
Rumble, Kick. I think Rumble and Kick the same thing, ain't they?
What's the other one? Kick. Yeah, I think that they is kind of the same thing. Cause you could be more free. It ain't always about a copyright and all this. You can't cuss and all this. I be watching people videos. They be talking about they got like 10 more minutes before they can cuss. What the hell?
And y'all know why they doing that, because the only people that does that is the people who are connected to the government, because they have control over all the powerhouses. Shout out to them. Anyways, though, you can find me on Podcast Beats, you know what I'm saying? Also on Opulence Radio every Sunday, vibing with Boom, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about music shit, man. And the Queen's TV Talk app will be coming soon. Miss Londa got that going though. Like she said, follow on Instagram. Y'all be able to figure that out as well. So thanks for letting me join the show, Rod.
Also, check me out tomorrow. I should be uploading my new set for my comedy, my open mic. I'm gonna be posting that later tomorrow. I'm gonna be talking about the Baltimore Zoo, how Baltimore Zoo got some fucked up animals. And how Steve Irwin made me wanted to be a zookeeper, man. Because how he used to tackle crocodiles and kiss them niggas on the neck and choke them out, you know. So I'm gonna be talking about that tomorrow. Look forward to my stand-up coming out, more stand-up coming out for me. Fuck podcasting, you know. Podcast is just for shits and giggles right now, man. Because I ain't giving up my cheeks, you know.
What they got to do with podcasting?
You gotta go to a Diddy party when you get big in podcasting.
All right, fuck podcasting, man. It's shit's for shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles. But make sure you go check out Miss Londa. Shout out to the linebacker, my baby mom. 9 more years to go. Then I'm gonna have Kajorni twins coming out my birthday cake. My end of child support cake with a midget. You know what I mean? Come check that party out, man. But make sure you go check these people out, and we about to be out of here, man. Any last words for anybody? You know,
Love yourself.
and anybody going through a drinking problem, man, don't quit, man. Fuck these people, man.
Quit.
If you ain't sucking a dick for a bottle, you don't got a problem.
If you turn into somebody